So as I sit here taking care of a few things, it occurred to me that one of my videos just a few days ago talked about some of the things people were doing in making connections with people, trying to be visible with people. So I thought, well, why not make you this quick video whilst I'm just sat here around what you can do instead. So if you are wondering how to reach out to people, now in the examples I gave, these came mostly from LinkedIn and Facebook, but anywhere online where you are reaching out to somebody that you don't know. So the first thing to do, rather than asking them to have a look at your work and give their thoughts, opinions or feedback, i.e. picking their brains or using their time for free, why not have a look at the sorts of things they share publicly? So instead of going into their DMs or going into their inboxes or sending these cold messages when you don't know the person, have a look at what they share, read what they share. If they are creating video, watch their videos. If they have a team of people or a founder of a company, go and have a look for their company page if you're on somewhere like LinkedIn, or have a look at some of what some of their other employees and other colleagues are doing at that particular company. Now, I know that might seem like a bit of work, but if you really expect somebody to invest time and energy into you and what you do and buy from you, then I think it goes both ways. Now, if you're not a freelancer, one-man band business, or a solo business owner, and you've got a team, you'll find that there are people within your team that can do that for you. So I'm not saying that you have to personally vet everything. This isn't about control. This isn't about judgment. This isn't about looking at what somebody does from a judgmental or critical point of view. This is getting to know them. People over the years have looked at my stuff. Sometimes they don't comment. I think they're not into what I do. And then I bump into them in the real world offline, and they wax lyrical and gush about, oh, I've watched this and I've done this and I like how you do this. And I didn't have a clue. So have a look, do your research, do your homework, have a look at what people are doing, and then you'll be able to find out whether they are actually ideal for you. And just to add a little piece onto the end of this, I say this because, even this week, even since doing that video, I've received messages from people offering me their services, and their services are very similar, or in one case, exactly the same as what I do or some of the things that I do. So save yourself the time and energy. I had somebody asking me if they would didn't even ask me. They stated that I needed their help growing my audience, needed their help with presentations. If they had said, well, I've looked at your presentations, Jenny, and yeah, you need help with them, I could almost understand that. But they were telling me they help people with presentations, helps people to get into speaking. And they actually sent this on LinkedIn, and if you look on my LinkedIn profile, I actually have a top speaking LinkedIn gold top, I call it, awarded from LinkedIn. They'll also see, if they look at my headline, they don't even have to go into detail and do much research to read, but I offer public speaking. I've even got a price up there to give people a ballpark of what they can expect to pay. It's not my first rodeo. So don't inadvertently bump into to things like that. This isn't about being irritating or in someone's face or annoying. This is about being visible and really making sure that you are getting to work with the people that you would like to work with too. Now, you might say, as one client did to me recently, oh, but as long as they've got the budget, I don't care who I work with. I think you do. You can tell how excited and animated I'm getting because the phone's wobbling as I'm holding it and speaking to you. But I think you do. Some of us would prefer to work with people who, let's say, for example, if I'm working with someone who's public speaking, I actually enjoy working with people who get very anxious and nervous. It doesn't faze me. It doesn't irritate me. I like to go under the bonnet, so to speak, and to find out what it is that is stopping them. Because when I get to that root cause, then it's helpful for them and it unlocks something in them. I have had so many clients that have resisted either presenting on camera and doing video. They've resisted giving presentations for someone else's company or business that they worked for, where they've been really nervous about how they come across, thought that they can't really pitch very well, can't really present very well compared to somebody else. And then they go on from strength to strength. They go on to be promoted. They go on to do more of it more professionally. They go on to do a job or something within their role where they have to present frequently and they love it, you know? If you want to come to me for perfect diction and for me to tell you how to speak eloquently, I'm not the person. I love people with accents. I love people that can express themselves. I love people that are very passionate about what they do. And thankfully for me, I also, as well as working with those individuals, I get to work with big organisations, companies, corporates who love that too. So we make a good match. So put yourself out there even more. Don't be afraid to connect with people, but just do it sensibly. Maybe I'll do another video about some of the things I said for the other 2 ways to connect too. In the meantime, as we come up to the last quarter of the year of 2024, just to date this video, sometimes people will want to either work with me in a bite-sized way, and quite often people like to work with me in a sounding board way. And the reason that they like that, typically they have been founders, they have been running small teams, they have been at senior leadership level, and they have been at business level where they've wanted somebody to soundboard from. So I've got some specials coming up for the end of the year. If this is something that you think you might be interested in, send me a message on here. I'm not going to pitch you, and here's why. I don't feel that I need to persuade you to work with me and take me on. I want to find out what's stopping you. I want to find out what's not working for you. I want to find out what's put you off in the past. I want to find out what's actually going on for you. So I'll ask you a couple of questions. We might message backwards and forwards, but we will speak if it's something that I can do to help you. And I feel that, you know, we can both be, and you feel it too. Normally you feel quite excited. Then let me know and send me a message, as I say, and I'll be able to send you a link where we can have a very brief chat, find out what's needed each way, what you want from me, what I need from you, what you're looking to do. And it will take you not only to the end of this year, but it will boost you into 2025 too. So if that's you, send me a message. I'd love to hear from you. And if you're thinking, but Jenny, I don't want to sell a kidney to do that, and you're curious, if you've got a Facebook account, send me a message and I'll let you know about High Impact Visibility, which is less than the price of a couple of coffees. So that's it. Bye for now.